We are joined by the fabulous Emma Isbell.
Hello. I'm so used to being the interviewer. I'll be the one doing the interview.
What do you do?
Anything for money. I wear many different hats. The main thing that I do is running a theatre company that goes around the schools in Dubai. What kids see allows them to shape who they are.
Let's say we want to go and watch a show.
I'd love to answer this because I'd love to help my fellow people. There are some friends that I can't put in a room together. The energy would be so strange.
And that is one of the reasons that I really want to bring Gabriel here.
How have you found raising your two here in Dubai?
We were actually supposed to move to Germany. My kids are now homeschooled. My guilty pleasure, fantasy books. Can I say spicy fantasy books?
What's something that you can tell us? A bit of an inside scoop.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to another episode of At Home with the Hutchinsons. And today, if you can't already tell by the props, we are talking about how much we love Dubai. But not just on our own, we are joined by the fabulous Emma Isbell.
Hello.
Hello, Emma.
Hello, how are you?
It feels nice to have you here.
It feels so nice to be here. I'm so used to being the interviewer. So I'm going to have to be quite strict today.
Feel
ask
free
away.
to ask us questions.
Oh, okay, fine. I will.
We're all open books.
Watch
here.
it, we're going to flip this. I'll be the one doing the interview. No,
That's
it's great
okay.
to be here, thank you.
Well, thank you. And it's taken us, 4-ish years since we first, 3 years since we first met?
Well, for the viewers at home, you two met on a presenting course.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you stole the show.
Well, we did.
We did. we hit it off, didn't
No,
we?
it was a
No
really good
modesty
course though.
here.
It was genuinely fantastic. It was such a nice weekend and it was intense, and we should do a little shout out really for it, shouldn't we?
We
'Cause it
should.
was
Reem, if
fantastic.
you're watching, this is for you.
This is for you, Reem.
And anybody that was
you.
there, yeah.
It was great. See, I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
my camera because of Reem.
Yeah, you know your cue.
I know what I'm doing. Yeah,
We
no,
actually did it twice.
we did it twice. Yeah, it was absolutely fabulous, and I learnt a lot, and it was invaluable in what I do.
Absolutely,
Because,
yeah.
you know, you can never stop learning. You have to keep training the whole time, don't you, when you do something like this?
Yeah.
But anyway, on with your interview.
Well, listen, what I think I'd just say to add to that is, isn't it ironic that we did that course, or those two courses, and now here you are being a guest on our podcast, and you also run your own podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
On the sofa with British Mums. Hit us up, follow, it's good.
In there with the early plug, I like it. You really do know what you're doing.
I
Okay.
said wild card that we've got here today.
Wild card, you never
We
know
can
what
get
I'm
ready
going to
for
talk
our
about.
5 quick fire questions at the end.
Oh, I love
please.
that.
Yeah,
I love that. Great.
So, what do you do? I know what you do, but for our viewers at home, what do you do, Em?
So, a number of things. I wear many different hats, which I'm really proud to do. But the main thing that I do, the biggest part of my life, is running a theatre company that goes around the schools in Dubai. And we perform relevant stories for UAE kids. That's the bit, is that we really believe in the power of storytelling and the fact that representation matters, and that what kids see reflected back at them allows them to shape who they are. And that nobody really ever understands the power of storytelling until it's not relevant.
I think I can concur that because when I worked in schools, we had a lot of the books from British
Yes.
schools, and they're talking about going to car boot sales and going, to the beach or the park. at
Even a
weekends.
cottage in the woods, right?
Yeah,
If
and
it's not relevant, it's not relevant.
It's really hard, even stories like Little Red Riding Hood that we know and, we can tell. But even with Gabriel, he's not going to know that setting as much. So I think what you do is really powerful.
It matters. And I think that we all know the power of representation, right? But I think what doesn't get done a lot is making that accessible in the educational market. So that's what we do, and I'm really proud of that. But I also MC, and I host, and I do podcasts, and I teach singing, and anything for money. But no, basically what I do is performance. So I grew up on stage in London. That's what my husband is a performer himself, or he's a musician. So really I come from a space of just always being in front of people, entertaining, telling stories, being that person. So I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, it does.
Do you think living in Dubai has enabled you to wear all of those hats?
100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. And actually, because the market that I existed in the UK was musical theatre, and that's incredibly oversaturated, right? There's there are dance schools and performing arts schools kicking out just hundreds of very talented people.
Yeah.
But when you come somewhere like this, and I'm going to lay it out on the table, the market is less saturated, so there's more opportunity. For that, and the theatre scene here and the performance scene here is growing. It's very, very young. It's new. people don't really know how to do theatre, like in any setting unless they've had it since they were tiny. So here, it's a really growing market.
Yeah.
So it was ripe for the picking, if you will.
Yeah.
But it's great, and there's some fantastic stuff that's coming out of this region, I think, now. And there's really great theatres, there's new theatres, there's new works. People are putting on fantastic shows, and there's like a growing community around performance.
Is there so for us then, we love going to the theatre
Yeah,
in
we
the
do,
in the UK or
It's
the
always
US. It's something we would always do.
yeah.
But here, so let's say we want to go and watch a show.
Okay, oh wow, I love
Or a
this.
play.
I'd love to
How?
answer this because I'd
Okay.
love to help my fellow people. Obviously, you've got the Opera House, but that's putting
Yeah.
on some massive, massive stuff. New Covent Garden Theatre's just opened at the Mall of the Emirates, which is got
Love
some...
this.
Oh,
Yeah.
How do we not know about this?
it is beautiful. I went in the other day and I went and met the owners and had a great chat, and they've got some fantastic stuff coming. They're trying to support regional theatre. They're trying to make sure that like companies can come in. So that's beautiful. Just been done up. It's
Okay.
absolutely stunning. Go and check it out. I think it used to be called Duck Duck. Now it's called New Covent Garden Theatre.
Okay.
They've got Pineapple Studios there. So for any dancers that are wanting to take dance lessons, that's amazing. You've also got places like the Junction in Alcasale. Am I saying that right? Alcasale?
Alcasale
Avenue.
That one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The Junction is there, and then you've also got the Agenda Theatre, which is over in Internet City. That's got some really exciting stuff in. There's amazing things that you can go and see here.
Yeah.
It's what I think there isn't is a consistency in audience. So like you say in the UK, you would go and watch a season, or you would, like, if you were down in Chichester, say, for example, you would go and watch the summer season, or Edinburgh, you've got the Fringe Festival.
Yeah.
There isn't necessarily a culture around going and watching a live show.
Yeah.
But
What a shame. I hope it's coming though.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think there's an undercurrent now of it happening, because, and I will die on this hill. Live theatre is so beautiful,
Yeah.
right? It's like one of the most, because it only exists in that moment.
Yeah.
You can't rewatch it. You can't re-experience it.
It gives you a feel good.
Yes.
Like you come out of those musicals or theatres, whatever you're saying, you just feel good.
You feel good,
Yeah.
but you can only exist with it in that second.
Yeah.
So it's the ultimate, like, being in the moment. You know, people say you've got to be in the moment. You've got to be in the, you'll be present in that, like,
Yeah.
thing. It's so accessible when you're watching live theatre, live television, because it can't be rerun, can't be redone. You know those people in I'm going to say Thailand, and they make the beautiful sand art, and they spend months and months on this beautiful art,
Yeah.
and they don't take a picture of it,
Oh, and it just gets washed away.
and it gets washed away.
Yeah.
But that's theatre. The point is not for it to be recorded or to exist forever. It's for you to be present in the moment. That's how passionate I am about
Well, I
it.
think you've just literally booked our social calendars up now for the rest of the year, because we are going to literally Google every
Oh,
single
yay,
show
that's
that we can go
Fantastic.
to.
You've said there's a couple of, well, other than the Opera House, we've not really done. We've been to Abu Dhabi to see a couple, but the ones in Dubai we've not heard of, or
What's the really fabulous place on the edge of Al Sakal Avenue in Al Quoz, and it's quite famous, and the only way I can describe it is it's got like an archway, and you go in, is it called the Courtyard or something?
Oh, the Courtyard.
Is it
That's
that?
another fantastic
Yeah,
place.
that's like an old-fashioned red velvet seat.
Yeah.
It is
Yes,
stunning,
yeah.
and I was actually in there the other day, and they do corporate training as well. So they're not just they do storytelling, which you should definitely, when Gabe is older, take him to the storytelling on a Saturday
Yeah.
morning. There, they do improv nights, they do comedy nights, they do corporate training for all of that stuff. Listen to me plugging everyone, aren't I? Aren't I? I hope I'm gonna get some business back from this. No, but they do fantastic stuff,
Yeah.
and they do like summer camps and all of the things. So yeah, that's a beautiful one. Also, the cafe opposite it, which is called Cassette,
Yes.
yes,
does a breakfast that
Yeah.
just blows my mind.
Yeah.
we're always up for a good food recommendation.
Yeah. It's amazing, and there's like little markets all around there, and
There's
it's
some like little fountains in there as well, isn't it? It feels like not
very
very
oldie
Dubai.
it's
world.
very
Right.
Europey,
Yeah.
Europe
Yeah.
European
vibes.
feeling.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
Mm.
Yeah, I like
We're talking
it.
about Europe, but not so much. British Moms. Mm-hmm. You are part of.
Yes, so I am the
What does that
podcast host. So it's a team. We're a team of I think I'm going to get the number wrong. I think it's 13 or 14 of us. There's many of us now, and everybody has a different job, and they're just the most wonderful tribe to be a part of, actually. And I don't think I could have got through this particular space of time without them.
Yeah.
Because we're on a WhatsApp group together, obviously, but it's very supportive. But yeah, my only job is the podcast host, which, you know, at times, it feels like a little one, but at the moment, because it's the only thing we're sort of able to do really, actually it feels quite important.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, no, it's nice, and they're a gorgeous group of mamas who really just want everybody to be okay. So I feel quite privileged to be a part of that, and it's a nice podcast as well. It's chilled, and we meet lovely people, and we talk about nice things, and we've got a big following now, which is lovely.
You have got a huge following, and as a new British mum, I've only been in the group kind of since Gabriel was born, but you host events as well and connect people, which I think is really, really important.
Yeah, there's
when you've
things
just had
like
a baby.
new mums events or new to Dubai, or there's beauty events or business events or education events. It's like there's a lot of effort goes into, and the team are really fantastic at like reading the room. So
seeing what people
what do people
and
need? What do people want?
Yeah.
So like, you know, if it's at certain times of the year, the educational events are going to like be crazy because people don't know where to send their kids, or they don't know what they're looking for, or they don't, you know, they're new to the region, or new mums is obviously a huge one. I like that one because I get to hold babies. That's one of my favourite ones. I love hosting that. But yeah, no, it's a fab team, and I think that it's a massive part of being an expat out here.
Yeah.
If you are looking to have a family, or you have a family, or
I think it's huge because we don't have family here, and I think making those connections through British mums has been great for me because it's friends that I wouldn't have had
How long
before.
have you guys been out here now?
8 years.
Yeah.
8 years, same as me.
Yeah.
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 Crazy.
And do you find being away from, listen, I've already switched it to me interviewing you. do you find doing this, being new parents away from family, very hard?
Yeah, we've been.
We have had our ups and downs.
Yeah.
Before you answer, I think there's a knife edge. It's in some respects it's quite nice because we're here writing our own book and our own story, but in some elements it's like, God, wouldn't it be nice if we were just round the corner?
Yes.
I'm sorry I answered before you. But
I think I would have said the same. It's just that thinking of, you know, things that maybe he's missing out on. That he's not with family.
Yeah,
for certain
cousins or
events
grandparents or
and
bits and
like
bobs like that, yeah.
And we've made a choice to go back home for his first birthday because we just feel like that's a time when he should be with family. And
Do
that's
you
really
have
important.
friends out here that feel like family?
yes,
Yeah,
of course.
definitely.
Yeah.
And I think the thing with Dubai is everyone has arrived day one, whether they come with a job, without a job, everyone's arrived and everyone's walked through that same chapter of being new. And I think the turnover of friends, we've had some since day one, but I think people are always open to meeting new people.
Yes.
And I would say the friends that I've met since having Gabriel very quickly felt like family. Because
Yeah,
you're all in
mum
the
friends
same
friends
boat.
hit different.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
really
a different
does,
thing.
Really does.
Yeah, it feels
But
like
I'm
a,
sure you've had friends from day one when you first came here, right? That you're still in contact with now, and we have our parent friends and our non-parent friends, and I feel like you dial into a different friendship depending on what you might need, and not need necessarily, but what you might be missing. So a taste of home, or you know, go and do something premium. We have friends that we would do something there with, you know, like it's something.
Oh
for
yeah.
Like,
Friends for a reason, friends for a season. It's,
we're not the type of people that would invite every single one of our friends over to our home every weekend and just go, you know, come over and no.
Yeah.
Curate different.
I 100% do that. And actually, that's really funny because I was talking to this with Patrick the other day when we were talking about like birthdays. I was like, there are some friends that I can't put in a room together because they wouldn't.
They wouldn't gel.
Yeah.
They wouldn't gel. There's no shared experience, but it doesn't mean that like they're not both lovely people.
Yeah.
But like I wouldn't ever like put them in a space together because the energy would be so strange.
Yeah.
That like you say, you have the friends that you go to dinner with, and then you have the friends that you do the pool day with, and then you have the friends that you go, I have to drop the kids off, otherwise I'm going to go mad. Like everybody has a different dynamic. But yeah.
We talked about this when we were prepping for the pod yesterday, and we were saying that it almost, Dubai feels a bit like a level playing field. Everybody comes here, as you said earlier, on day one, like from the beginning. So you probably don't know anyone, you haven't got a business, sometimes you haven't got a job, and your first thing is, I've got to make friends, I've got to make a connection, I've got to get a network somewhere, and that's something that I don't believe get anywhere else. Because there's such an expat community here, so we're all just on this level playing field together, and it's like, yeah, okay, I like the look of that, so I'm going to go and play over there for a bit, and I don't really like that, so I dial out of that. I don't feel like you get that if we talk about the UK, Middle England. It's just Middle England.
100%.
But I
You don't go
feel
to the
like-
pub and bump into people. It's like, what are you doing drinking in here?
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
your pub. Whereas you don't get that here. You go to
No.
somewhere and you end up meeting people.
It's a lot more akin to being like kids in the playground. Because you know how like kids are so good at making friends, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they'll
Like
just go up to anyone.
anyone, like my Alice, she's 10, and like on the beach, she will make friends.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
She steps onto the sand and she goes like, Mum, this is my new friend. She might not even know their name.
Yeah.
They might not even speak the same language as each other, but
Yeah.
she's so good at it.
Yeah.
And like I think that here, when you arrive, there is that sense of vulnerability of like, wow, this is new. And I think that you do get forced into a position where you have to be a bit more like that.
I think that's
Like-
I think that's true, and I think at home there's a sense of comfort because you have your group of friends, probably from school or high school
yeah.
or wherever you met them, university. You have your friends and you see your friends, but I don't think, as you say, and that is one of the reasons that I really want to bring Gabriel up here, because I want him to be, Mum, this is my new friend, and we don't speak the same language, but we're on the beach playing together, and I think that's something that he will not have anywhere else.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah.
hugely important.
Well, you just touched on it then. How have you found raising your two here in Dubai?
Amazing, actually. So when we bit of a story time, when we came here, we were actually supposed to move to Germany.
Okay.
So we
That's very different.
I know. So my husband had a job and he was going to go and conduct a musical theatre show in Germany. I won't name it. But we basically got Brexited. So Brexit happened, and then suddenly employment in Europe got harder because obviously, you know, if you don't have a European passport, it was a very different thing. But we were kind of ready for an adventure. So then we were sort of disappointed that this thing wasn't going to happen. And my parents, which is what makes my story a little bit different, they were coming out here.
Okay.
So they were like, Dubai? And we were like,
They were coming out here to live.
yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, sure. Okay, let's go.
Try it.
Yeah. And so we decided to move out here before we had jobs.
Oh wow.
And we interviewed like really quickly, and I went and taught at a fantastic dance school, Diverse Performing Arts, and best in the region, absolutely fabulous. And I went and taught there, and it was amazing. And so did my husband, and then we kind of ended up going into teaching in bits and bobs. But when we came out here, it was very, very much a quick snap. 4 weeks, let's go, pack up. I had Alice, who was like just out of nappies, and Maddie was so tiny, and walked into a situation where, like, most people here have a nanny, right? If they've got kids.
Yeah.
I've got my mum and dad here. And then
Okay.
2 years later, my brother also moved here.
I remember you talking about that when we met before, yeah.
Yeah, so we're all here, which
So
is
you've got your unit,
super
which
unusual.
is really unusual.
So raising kids here for me has been a bit of a family affair.
Yeah.
So I've had the grandparents and the sleepovers and I felt like I picked up my UK life and just dropped it in
Brought
the
it
sand. And it's worked amazingly. And one of the beautiful things about raising children here, which you guys are about to experience, is that I think Dubai kids get a bad rap. Because
Okay.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
I
can
think
agree
people
with
go,
that,
oh,
yeah.
they're a bit privileged, they live in a bit of a bubble,
Yeah.
like there's a bit of a Truman Show, kind of like, you know, they don't really know what the real world is like.
Yeah.
Disagree. I will stand up to anyone and say, no, Dubai kids they're not privileged, they're lucky, but what they are is empathetic.
Yeah.
What they are is
Yeah.
resilient. What they are is tolerant. What they are is all of the things that, for me, underpin the country.
Yeah.
We're all here together, we're all moving together, we're all doing it together.
Yeah.
I might not share your religion or your language or your lifestyle, but
But they want to learn about it.
they want to
know
learn about it.
What it is.
But I am going to share
Yeah.
my snack with you at break time. I
Yeah.
am going to
Yeah.
and so actually I think that raising children here is one of the best things that you can do because they're safe as well.
Yeah, that's huge.
So there's that bit. So like, you know, we're living in a world now that's incredibly vulnerable. It all feels quite sort of, the piece is fragile, everything's
yeah.
fragile. I want my kids to feel
Yeah.
safe enough, because safe children, happy children, learn quicker.
Yeah.
Happy children, represented children that have a sense of empathy, and they become better people.
But I think all those values that you named about being empathetic, you know, seeing from other people's points of view, sharing with people from all over the world, that makes better people.
It makes
because they
better
grow
people.
up with those values, they take them into adulthood.
Yeah, and if you think about that, if you project that out forward, so let's fast forward 25 years, which is probably feels really difficult for you guys now, but trust me, it goes quick. If you've raised him here,
Yeah.
and he is all of those things, he's playing back into, I mean this in a positive way, he's playing back into the system, right?
Yeah.
So he's then going to be the person contributing to why this place is great.
Yeah.
Because he's been raised in it, but it will come round in a full circle, which is what I think, this is a young country, right? What is it, 54?
54 years
Yeah.
old.
54 years old. The second, I know that we are in a time of uncertainty right now.
Yeah.
And I said this on my podcast a couple of weeks ago. I believe that the second act is going to be fantastic.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I
Yes.
think that when raising kids here and having Dubai kids, I think there's going to be businesses looking for Dubai kids.
Yeah.
I think, because I read a really interesting study. I won't name the name because I can't actually remember it and I don't want to get it wrong. But my kids are homeschooled, right?
Okay.
That's quite a new thing for us. We started that in September.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wow.
For look at that. Drop that into the
No,
podcast.
but only because you know what Amelia does for work,
I know.
right?
Yeah. So my kids are now homeschooled, and that was a decision that we took for many different reasons, but mostly flexibility because we're a bit nimble and chaotic as a family. But I read this amazing study that was like Ivy League universities in the US and all over the world are now seeking out homeschool children because
Are they?
they're seeking them out because they're oftentimes ahead. Because they
Okay.
have this one-to-one
Yeah.
and this like a much more lateral look at education and things and bits and bobs like that. I'm not saying that my kids are going to go to an Ivy League university. They'll probably end up on stage, but who knows?
Either option is great, though. Speak it into existence.
Either
Yeah.
option is great, but I think that that's going to be the same for Dubai kids. I think that universities and companies are going to be looking for kids that have grown up here
Yeah.
because it's now become such a big player on the world stage that I
Yeah.
think they're going to be seeking out children.
Well, the schools
grew up
here
here.
are fantastic.
Fab.
I've worked in them, worked with them, and they are fantastic. So I think, like you say,
Yeah.
looking for kids that have grown up here with all those values, with all the life experience of travelling and things like that. I think it's,
Equally,
amazing.
what you've just said there about homeschoolers being sought out, you've obviously, during this time, been much
Yeah.
busier with home tutoring.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
You must be run off your feet.
Yeah.
It's a good job we have help.
yeah.
Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But we equally, I think I shared it to you, and you said it stuck with you. It was that notion of boys, specifically at school, where they
hit a level of like testosterone between like 4 and 6 or something, and that's like the prime age to get them into school, to get them learning how to sit and put the hand up and.
No, but it was. I think the point I'm referring to is that sometimes the school system can feel a bit confined. So what you've just said there really spoke to me about. Mainly the reason that we're doing it is because of flexibility, because we're nimble and chaotic.
Yeah.
Well, that's life. I
Yeah.
want Gabriel to know what it's like to suddenly have to change plans last minute
Yeah.
or go somewhere or do something and be nimble. Whereas sometimes the school system, and I'm not talking badly about it,
No.
it can feel just a bit pigeonholed.
Yeah.
And the study basically suggested that boys specifically, when they are pigeonholed at that age, it can suppress things.
Their
That's
And-
really
and-
interesting.
And actually, I want
Yeah.
him to be free spirited and not do what he wants when he wants. There
No.
needs to be some rules and regulations.
Have
but
that curiosity and be able
Yeah.
to explore it.
Yeah.
I think.
I
Yeah.
think that I do think that schooling's looking different, and I think that with the world being the way it is, I actually did a really good interview with a chap called Hugh from the MBA Academy. Have you heard of them?
No.
They're they're the biggest online school. I think the way that they do it is very clever, but they have a lot of like athletes, children that are like going to be the next like Olympic whatever or go-kart racing or like all
they
of these
can't
kids.
fit into a normal
They can't
school
fit into a
system.
normal
Yeah.
school system because they're competing or they're doing this or
I love that.
or they've got children that have maybe I don't know that like specialize in one thing, or they've got families that travel all over the world and they have to have this online school. And the way that they're doing it, I think, is going to be much more normal.
And akin to
in the
to
future,
what people want.
because I think that people aren't necessarily following the path that used to be.
No, but you see that more so here in Dubai.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, people don't necessarily wait till the last day of school to go on holiday.
Oh,
their
no
own
way.
holidays.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I purposely didn't do that. Get the cheap flights, right?
Right. Why not?
Go to the hotel when it's half full. 100%. No, see, this is why it's good that we homeschool now, because we,
Choose your own flexibility. Yeah.
choose our own flexibility. It's good. Kids are happy. Get up in the
I
morning
mean,
when we
that's
want.
the main thing, isn't it? Like, if
Yeah.
they're happy and they don't have those strict routines, I
Yeah.
think that's.
And
it works
actually,
for
they're
them.
friends now. Like, because I think the bit about how we ended up talking about homeschooling. Here we are. We've landed, so we're going to roll. One of the things about it is I think people worry about the social element,
Yes,
right, with
yeah.
homeschooling.
Yeah.
But actually, I found that the kids, they've got all these surf friends that they go surfing with. There's a fantastic surf club on down on Sunset called Soul Surf, and a lot of homeschool kids in that.
Okay.
And now they've got these friends that are like chosen rather than just it
In the
happens to
same
be the
class.
people in their class.
Yeah.
So actually, I've seen them kind of grow and flourish in that way, and they've got friends of mixed ages, which is nice as well. So they've
Yeah.
got friends that are older than them and younger than them, and from all sorts of walks of life, and that's lovely. That's really, really nice.
It feels a lot more dynamic,
yes,
right? I think
yeah,
that's probably the word I'd use. It feels less.
prescriptive.
Yeah.
It's a bit more
Yeah.
real world as well, because you don't generally have friends that are all the same age as
No,
you.
not
Our
at all.
friends group ranges
Yeah,
from
sure.
early 20s up to into the 40s. People that we
60s, I think we've got a couple in the 60s.
Don't name
We
them.
won't name names.
But that's the real world. You don't grow up with friends that are all the same age as you. So I think your children being able to select their friends is again another valuable life.
Yeah, it's really interesting to watch. But it undid a lot of the sort of things that I think I initially thought about homeschooling have kind of been debunked because I was wrong. It was, it is actually quite lovely to see them grow in that way.
And importantly, have you noticed an improvement?
Hugely.
Yeah, okay.
Massively.
Yeah.
And I'm not for 1 minute saying that their education here wasn't marvellous and fantastic. But for them, and I do think this is an individual thing, because I've got friends that said to me, "You are mad doing this. I could not homeschool my children." And during COVID, say for example, when we were online school, or now in online school, they're tearing their hair out.
Difference, yeah.
But so for me, it works. That's not to say it works for everyone.
Yeah.
But again, isn't that the beauty of Dubai? You can literally do a bit of a pick and mix scenario on life, work, school, everything.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you.
Yeah.
It's whatever works for you.
100%. 100%.
That's
Right, now
why
listen.
we love Dubai.
That is why we love Dubai.
Yeah.
There we
One of
go.
the many reasons.
One of the many reasons. So look, you've been on podcasts, you host a podcast, but we want to know what's something that you can tell us, a bit of an inside scoop that maybe you've never said on a podcast before, or that people don't know about you.
About me?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's put me on the spot. A bit of an inside scoop that people might not know about me. I think it would probably be okay. I am an introvert. I am incredibly introverted, actually, in real life.
Okay.
So here's the bit. I'm not faking it. I'm not. It's not like I'm sat here and it's all fake. But I massively have a performance alter ego. So.
Oh, okay, so it's like
Yes.
a switch. So when cameras are off and you're in the car on the way home.
I'm actually,
Okay.
I'm actually quite introverted. I have a really, really small social battery, super, super small.
And that's our cue to wrap up then.
Yeah, and I'm done. Thanks for having me. No, I'm actually massively introverted. I'm not incredibly social. I'm quite quiet, but one of the ways that I've sort of rolled through life is by having a bit of an alter ego, and that's Emma Kate,
Okay.
which is who I am right now. But actually, if you were to catch me at home, I would be hair on top of my head in a sort of weird bun that sort of wobbles around when I talk.
The mum bun.
Yeah, mum bun. Yeah, it sort of looks like a pastry. Sort of popped it. And very quiet, and reading some geeky book about dragons and fairies and
fun.
yeah, I'm actually quite I've got a very select group of friends who know when my social batteries run out, because I'm like, it's been real, guys. I'm going home.
Well, what is it though? And I don't think this is necessarily it, but I heard this on a podcast the other day, but it said the FBI or the CIA said that you've got 3 lives. The life that you lead in the public eye, the life that you lead at home or behind closed doors, and then the life that nobody else knows about, like
Oh, really?
Which I found really fascinating.
That is amazing.
And it's a lot to keep up, right?
Do you remember the thing that Reem said when we did that course? And she said, I can't remember the stats, but it's like a third of people will like you.
Yes.
A third of them won't like you, and then a third won't care.
A third won't
I can't remember the
care
actual.
about you,
I can't remember the actual thing, but
so dial into the third that like you or that you vibe with.
yeah, exactly. That you really get along with, and I'm quite choosy about that. Actually, I'm
Well, I feel honoured that you're here today.
Yeah.
I know. Well, there you go. I like you guys.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think that's probably the thing, is that people go, oh my gosh, she's so showbiz and all of this stuff.
But it's the alter ego.
It's a bit of an alter ego.
So we'll just do part 2 with the other
yeah.
Emma.
Yeah. Just get a glass of wine down me, and I'll put my hair on top of my head, and
I love it.
off we roll.
We've got 5 questions that we want to ask you as we wrap up.
Okay.
What is a top recommendation you would give to someone moving to Dubai?
It costs more than you think, so have a buffer. Setting up here, 100%.
Nice sense.
Whatever you think it's going to cost you to set up here, add.
Couple of zeros.
Yeah, basically.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah.
Life hack for somebody already living in Dubai.
Life hack for somebody already living in Dubai. Okay. I think join British Mums if you have kids.
Okay.
If you don't have kids, be really careful what other social groups you do join.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely, because it gets pretty spicy online, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes.
What do you mean? How do you know? How do you know how spicy it gets
No, but
online?
I've done the pre-mum life
okay.
here.
Yeah. No, not spicy like that. Oh, sit down, not spicy like that.
Excuse me, I don't know where we're going with this. But you were agreeing along, so I thought, okay, what's spicy?
Yeah.
nice
Yeah,
to
because
know
I've
about?
done a pre-mum era in
Right,
Dubai,
okay.
and
I think socials here can be quite. I think you've got to be careful.
Yeah.
I think you've got to be quite choosy about what you join,
Okay.
And what you're reading.
what you're reading,
Yeah.
exactly, and allowing what you allow in. What you allow will continue.
Okay.
That exists online. That is.
Well, rolling nicely into question 3. Your guilty pleasure?
My guilty pleasure is fantasy books.
Yes.
Can I say spicy fantasy books?
You can.
Okay, I
But
didn't know.
does it now mean spicy fantasy books?
Now it actually means spicy like you thought spicy. Yeah, spicy fantasy books.
Okay.
Guilty pleasure. Love
Wow.
it. Could read them forever. Actually, anything slightly smutty on the book front is quite fun to me.
What are those really old-fashioned ones that...
Like Mills and
Mills
Boon.
and Boon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, but modern. Even better if fairies are involved or dragons, anything. Yeah,
Well,
love
there'll be a
that.
listener who will be tuning into this.
Have
I
you
like
thought
it.
of? Have
Yes,
you read
there will be.
Court of?
Yeah.
This is what we were just going
Yeah,
to
all
refer to.
5. Yeah.
Oh, there you are. That.
Never read anything like it before.
Did you like
I
it?
did, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would, but yeah, I got very into it.
Yeah, no. So that's my guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
That and a little snack, little like crisp glass of wine, smutty book.
I feel like
Love
Emma
it. Very
2.0
good friends,
might
yeah.
need to do another podcast
Yeah.
with you,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
can do the smutty books and the wine.
Absolutely, yeah.
But
Book
let's
reviews,
do
yes,
it.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Final 2 questions. Something that makes sense here, but literally would make no sense anywhere else in the world.
Running entire businesses off WhatsApp.
That is fair.
That's
Right?
true, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
my friends in the UK are like, why is WhatsApp like the
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Imagine in the UK being like,
Oh,
Getting a same day appointment on WhatsApp with your doctor or
yeah,
whoever you need.
or even having your doctor on WhatsApp, or like
well, maybe
yeah.
that's the Dubai idea that should be globalised, because that's the 5th question.
Should be, yeah.
ask me the 5th one.
What Dubai idea should be globalised? Like, what just makes sense here that you're like, oh my God, why don't we have that anywhere else?
Kafoo, love Kafoo, WhatsApp,
Yeah.
100%. Oh, being able to like order stuff and it arriving at your door.
Within
20
minutes.
Korean quick.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another thing, right? I could go on about this. No one works harder than the RTA. Argue with me.
Okay.
They
In
are.
respect of...
They do things so quickly here.
Like,
Like
You
you're
mean
talking
like-
no potholes or...
potholes, building bridges. I just drove here
Okay.
On a brand new road.
on a road that wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm assuming yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, I think
Yeah.
these guys work so hard.
Yeah.
I've never, I feel like it's like you go to bed and they just pick up the road like a carpet.
And just move
Yeah.
it slightly over.
Yeah.
There's no roundabout where there used to be a roundabout.
No,
and
it's just a flyover now.
It's just a flyover.
Yeah. We literally went out one day on a scheme. The next
Came
day
back
we
on
went
the
out
next day.
the same road and it's just gone. The
So
whole thing is
imagine in
gone.
the UK, they'd have the cones out for 6 weeks
50 miles an
before
hour.
anyone was there.
I think the cones are still out on the M1 10 years later after we left, yeah.
Imagine that happening here.
No, it just
Imagine
wouldn't.
it. It just wouldn't
doesn't,
happen.
no.
So the RTA, I think
Okay.
the RTA should be, I think they should, if the RTA had my children, they'd already be like raised in a house with a mortgage by now. Like that's how
Well,
efficient
Emma,
they
the RTA ambassador.
are. Yeah.
I feel like there's a job there for you. Talking about the road system. or
Love
traffic.
them. Love the RTA.
I do agree though, yeah, you're right.
I
Yeah.
feel like you said that and I feel like I probably take that for granted now though.
Well, we
Yeah.
do, don't we?
Imagine in the
Because
UK.
I struggled to see where you were coming from at first. and
You
I was
wouldn't
like,
be
but I just
able to
experienced
run a
that.
podcast because you'd have fallen down a pothole that hadn't been fixed for 10 years.
True.
And then you'd never be seen again.
We wouldn't be able to afford the lights.
Where's Amelia? We don't know. She fell down a pothole.
Yeah, true. Well, what a way to round up the podcast.
I know,
though.
wow.
To basically say that we love Dubai, the land of opportunity.
Love it.
Yeah.
Emma, it's been an absolute pleasure.
I loved
I
it.
feel like we could probably do like 2 or 3 more episodes.
Part 2, part 3.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's do
We'll
it.
Stay
reviews.
tuned.
I'll come back anytime. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you for
Thank
joining
you
us.
so much.
Gorge.
You've been fab.
If you've enjoyed this episode, please give us a like, maybe even comment below. And if you've not subscribed yet, why not?